75 is the percent of Americans who have yet to invest with a financial advisor. And while many in this group are skeptics, others find themselves in that special portion of the market called the underserved. In this video, Jeremiah shows Karina Rodriguez Gutierrez, an advisor out of Houston, Texas, how to differentiate herself from the competition using an old age tool called the niche.
I have a quick question. After all the process of your program, I've come to the niche of Spanish-speaking professionals and business owners. But I'm having trouble. I've been living in the US 24 years. I developed a network of English-speaking only professionals, and I'm having trouble letting go of that market and just concentrating in the Spanish-speaking people. If you look at the database of my clients, 90% is Spanish-speaking, and only 10% only English-speaking. And they have been referrals of a Spanish-speaking friend or client. But I'm able to help them as well. But I know that I can make faster connections with a Spanish-speaking person, and I can earn their trust way faster. How do you let go of that other market that you know you can help? Or should I not let it go? I'm having a hard time with that.
So you're saying that 90% of your revenue comes from the Spanish market?
Yes.
And only 10% came from the English-speaking market?
Yes.
So what is the 10% really worth at the end of the day to you?
Yeah, I mean, and it's a much harder business to earn. I think yeah. Okay.
How would it feel if every person you ever spoke to from now in the future was Spanish speaking?
I feel very comfortable, much more. I'm confident in speaking in English and Spanish, but in Spanish, I'm 150% more confident than in English.
What would make you feel better at the end of the day when you look back on your career? Which tribe would you have wanted to?
Helping everyone. But this week I was hearing Tom Hegna, one of his videos, and he said there's riches in niches. And I said, well, it's the same thing that Jeremiah says.
That's why Tom and I are good friends. Yeah, Tom's right. Riches and niches.
Okay, so I just forget about the English-speaking market, and I just send all my communication in Spanish. And because another thing that hit me is what you said, it's fast is better than perfect. And I can produce quality added value material in Spanish way faster than in English. It's I just need to translate and make sure it's perfect, and I don't want to have any grammatical mistake. And yeah, so I just forget about the English-speaking market.
What you're doing is you're not forgetting them, you're committing to your market.
Okay. Then I'm not even going to do the webinar in English. I'll just do it in Spanish.
You're the champion of the Spanish-speaking community. That's you. That's your tribe. That's your gente. That's who you wake up in the morning. That's who you think about when you go to sleep at night. That's your people. And they will feel that when you show up. And you're going to feel happier. You're going to have less stress, and you're going to get stuff done faster, which means you're going to get more time back. And when you're surrounded with your people, you're going to be living your dream. Instead of trying to be everything to all people, you can't. You already know that.
Got it.
You got it.
Ready to know if Karina took Jeremiah's advice? Click the subscribe button below and hit the reminder bell so you never miss any of our tips, tricks, and cool marketing hacks. Now, let's see what Karina reports back a week later.
Hey, Karina.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. Have to share something. Last week that we were debating about niches, remember? This week I had an appointment with someone that I met through the LinkedIn program. And the first thing he mentioned, there are so many advisors, but you mentioned in your profile that you help Mexicans move money to the US. And that's why I met with you. And I'm like, Jeremiah, he was right. Then he mentioned the YouTube channel. He said, I watched some of your videos. So I didn't even need to educate him on what I was going to do for him because he already watched my videos in my YouTube channel. And I don't have that many videos. And he was so impressed. I mean, he was like, oh, you're a rock star. And I'm like, no. It seems like it helped to earn credibility. And he felt that he knew me, even though it was the first time we were meeting. So I wanted to share that with everyone. These are just interviews that I had in the past. Some of them are old, some of them are extracts of webinars or presentations that I've done. And because of that, it helps so much. So now, of course, we're going to be working together. And now he referred me to his brother that is in Guadalajara that we are already going to meet, of course, via teleconference, because I earned his trust. So I wanted to share that. You were right about the niches.
Wow, that's amazing. What a great story.
Yeah. And to finish my experiment, as I told you, said, well, I'm not gonna even do the webinar in English anymore. But the partner, the lawyer, was already so into having this webinar together. And I said, okay, what we're gonna do, we are going to split it. We're gonna do at noon in English with the partner in the law firm, and we're gonna do at 2:00 in Spanish. And I'm going to see, and I'm going to send it to all my database. I already sent the first email. I want to share with you the second one so you can critique it so I can get it better. And see, this is my last experiment, and see in which of the webinars more people enroll. And from now on, Spanish only.
Success! Breaking away from the flow of the broader market and fueled by the power of expert advice, Karina created her own path in the market she can thrive in.